Good afternoon. I'm Adam McKeever-Burgett, President of the University Staff Advisory Council, and I am proud to welcome you to the 2023 Fall Staff Assembly. I would like to thank you all for joining us here this afternoon. As we enter the thick of the new academic year, we look forward to sharing our incredible successes, as well as the potential for greatness that lies ahead. During today's assembly, you'll hear from Chancellor Daniel Diermeier, Faculty Senate Vice Chair Dr. Tamara Hoyt, and student leader Caleb Boyer. We'll also have a chance to celebrate some of our staff colleagues who are receiving this year's awards for community and student impact, and for professional, innovation, leadership, and research excellence. These awards will be presented by Chancellor Diermeier and Vice Chancellor for Athletics and University Affairs and Athletic Director Candace Lee. Thank you to all who have come here today, either in person or online. With that, I would like to introduce the first speaker of the day, Chancellor Daniel Diermeier. An internationally renowned political scientist and management scholar, Daniel Diermeier is the 9th Chancellor of Vanderbilt University. Since joining Vanderbilt in 2020, Chancellor Diermeier has led an ambitious program of growth and advancement. Under his visionary leadership, the university has risen in stature, successfully launched a record $3.2 billion fundraising campaign, topped the $1 billion mark in research funding for the first time in the university's history, and reaffirmed its long-standing commitment to free expression and civil discourse. He has driven efforts to become the destination for leading faculty and the most promising students, to create a culture of radical collaboration and personal growth for Vanderbilt's faculty, students, and staff, and to expand Vanderbilt's global presence. Before arriving at Vanderbilt, Chancellor Diermeier served in leadership and faculty roles at the Stanford Graduate School of Business, the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern University, and at the University of Chicago, where he served as Dean of the Harris School of Public Policy and subsequently as Provost. Please welcome Chancellor Diermeier.
Full house today, I love it. Good afternoon. Oh, we have the next generation represented too. Great, phenomenal, and great headband, love it. I'm delighted to welcome all of you here on campus and online to Vanderbilt's 2023 Fall Staff Assembly and Award Celebration. Those of you who have been here before know that this is one of my favorite days of the semester, and if you've just joined us for the first time, I think you will soon see why. I want to thank you, Adam, and thank you to the USAC, who, through our model of shared governance, define the collaborative spirit that makes our community unique and keeps our university strong. And strong we are, stronger than at any time in our history. We are more financially sound than ever, with an endowment of just under $10 billion. You just have to check day to day whether we are above or below, and a thriving, ongoing philanthropic campaign to support our mission that helped to make fiscal year 2023 our single largest fundraising year to date. We are recruiting our most qualified students, accomplished faculty, and expanding our presence and impact around the world through increasing global programs and partnerships. And of course, our research enterprise, looking at the provost here, along with our capacity for translating our discoveries into real-world applications, continues to thrive. Combined external research funding for Vanderbilt and Vanderbilt University Medical Center exceeded $1 billion for the second year in a row, ahead of places such as MIT, Northwestern, or the University of Chicago. Our Center for Technology Transfer and Commercialization ranked 6th in the nation for technology licensing income in fiscal 2022. That's the last time we have data, surpassing Stanford and MIT. Commodore athletics are soaring. Looking at you, Candace. With significant progress being made to our facilities, to the Van United and Dare to Grow campaigns, and SEC football beginning on Saturday, there's never been a better time to be a supporter of the black and gold. And in response to a great challenge plaguing our nation, we just launched Dialogue Vanderbilt, our initiative to address polarization and restore civil discourse to our society at a time when it is urgently needed. By all measures, in our 150th year, Vanderbilt dares to grow, and we have our sights set on defining for the world what it means to be the great university of the 21st century. Our current success and momentum are important because we're also living in a time when higher education at large is facing unprecedented challenges and criticism. In June, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that race-conscious admissions violate the Constitution. I was deeply disappointed by that court's decision, as you know. In my view, a university must be able to enroll the students that allow it to deliver an outstanding education experience for all. And diversity is essential to dialogue, learning, and innovation. And the court's decision has made it more difficult for universities to create such a rich and dynamic campus community. But we believe there's still room for us to build diverse incoming classes and comply with the law. A university task force working closely with our Office of the General Counsel is reviewing the new federal guidelines and will make recommendations on how Vanderbilt will adapt its practices. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are also vital priorities in our workplace. The broad and varied backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives that we enjoy here at Vanderbilt enhance our work and provide avenues of growth for every member of our community. This is why we have begun the search for a new Vice Chancellor for People, Culture, and Belonging. This expanded role, reporting directly up to me, the Chancellor, will bring together key operations that affect the staff experience deeply, including hiring, staff development, equal opportunity and access, health and wellness, and more. It is a commitment by us to create an environment where we are the destination for the most promising staff members and create an environment where all of us can realize our fullest potential. Provost Raver is also working with the schools and colleges to hire more staff to increase EDI touchpoints across campus. To that end, I'm pleased to note that Assistant Dean of Residential Colleges and Black Cultural Center Director Roosevelt Noble will become our new Associate Dean of Students for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion beginning September 25th. But the Supreme Court's recent decision and its effect on how we do business in accordance with our mission is just one of the challenges we in higher education face this fall. Universities are facing criticism about legacy admissions, philanthropy, how we spend our endowments, the future of college athletics, and more. And on Monday, U.S. News & World Report released its annual college rankings. Thanks to a questionable change in the methodology used to calculate the rankings, not to mention a lack of rigor and some sheer incompetence on the part of U.S. News & World Report, there was dramatic movement both up and down the rankings this year. I want to be clear. The change in our ranking is entirely due to changes in the methodology. Particularly distressing, U.S. News & World Report put less weight, in some cases no weight, on faculty success and student success. Indeed, we're not alone. 107 schools, 25% of those ranked, moved 30 places up or down. At Vanderbilt, we are deeply concerned about the information that students and faculty rely on to make vital education decisions. And we will work ever harder to track and share the measures that adequately depict our excellence as an institution according to the long-term outcomes for our graduates. We will remain committed to need-blind admissions, even if U.S. News & World Report doesn't believe it's important, and to provide sufficient financial aid for our students to graduate debt-free. And we will continue to attract the world's most promising students, faculty, and staff members, creating a collaborative university community like no other, working together to provide the transformative education and path-breaking research that changes the world. The criticisms and challenges that higher education is facing, often undergirded by a lack of understanding of how we do our work, can make our work difficult. But we will not be distracted. Instead, we are moving forward, living by our courage, in our model, Dare to Grow, and with utmost faith and commitment in our values, mission, and shared purpose. We are steadily heading into a bold new era, and it would not be possible to do what we do so well without our exceptional staff. That is you. Now, all of you have a choice about where to work. And the question I pose to you now, why work at Vanderbilt? Of course, there are obvious reasons. There's the gorgeous campus, where we walk shaded by trees of our arboretum, and the award-winning creations we get to enjoy from campus dining, including our world-famous Rand cookies. There's our commitment to employee health and wellness, and the benefits that are getting better all the time. Thanks in large part to your feedback paired with the work of USEC, who has always been a partner in that. There are the outstanding opportunities to unlock your full potential to professional development, such as the innovative learning experience provided by the Employee Learning and Engagement Team and the Vanderbilt Staff Mentorship Program. But I would submit to you that the best reason to work here is much greater than all of these. The real reason is because we, together, are all engaged in one noble mission. I'd like to share a quote that Dr. Andrew Churchwell shared with me. In a solemn press conference after the disastrous Bay of Pig invasion, John F. Kennedy was asked if he planned to run again for president in 1964. And he said, I quote, "The Greeks felt that happiness was the full use of your power along lines of excellence." President Kennedy was paraphrasing a line of Aristotelian philosophy that essentially proposed that virtue and well-being are inseparable, that when we contribute our best talents toward our deepest values, we live well. We feel intrinsically fulfilled and achieve a state of being that connects us to a higher purpose. At Vanderbilt, we're familiar with this concept. We too have a set of virtues that are inseparable from our state of being, from our work, and we call it the Vanderbilt Way. And it encompasses the virtues we know well: belonging, self-direction, continual growth, and radical collaboration. But recall, I also mentioned a higher purpose. And what, for us, is this higher purpose? For that, we can look to our mission: transformative education and path-breaking research. But let's look at these a little bit more closely. I'll share a story told to me when I was relatively new at Vanderbilt, and a story I've never forgotten. On a summer day, a colleague of mine wearing a Vanderbilt shirt, old logo but still, was the olden days, was approached by an enthusiastic Uber driver named Abir at the Nashville airport. For Abir, the Vanderbilt star stood out as a symbol of his greatest pride, because his daughter, Naomi, had recently been accepted to the class of 2025. He went to share his story behind her admission. He fled the ravages of war in Ethiopia in the 1980s and arrived in the United States as an orphan teenager. He and his brothers at one point scoured back alleys for furniture, but they finally built and gradually built a life here, putting themselves through high school and college. Today, supporting the success of his three lovely daughters is his primary focus. Naomi had wanted to come to Vanderbilt since she was in 5th grade. And through her hard work, determination, and resilient spirit, she earned her spot in the College of Arts and Science and joined Vanderbilt in the class of 2025. This story, and so many hundreds of them like it, flies in the face of any criticism suggesting that universities like ours serve the privileged class, or that higher education is merely a stepping stone to a predetermined path. In fact, for so many, it embodies the American dream. It represents opportunity and realizing your potential, and the chances to develop their passions and talents in order to realize the kind of well-being, the kind of well-lived life that Aristotle and John F. Kennedy described. And the story comes to us from a single moment of shared pride that was passed along. An encounter at the Nashville airport on an ordinary day. It is truly inspiring to consider how many of these moments take place all the time and around the world. To imagine the thousands of lives that have been transformed which is something in which we can take great pride every day. Naomi's story entails transformative education and what it means for students and families. Well, now let's consider research. Many of us know about the life-changing impact of Vanderbilt research, such as the work of Dr. James Crow, which directly led to the development of COVID-19 antibody therapy. But today, I want to describe one recent breakthrough that's particularly noteworthy because of that famous Vanderbilt specialty, radical collaboration. This past summer, Assistant Professor of Physics and Astronomy, Stephen Taylor, traveled to the headquarters of the National Science Foundation. There he announced that he and his colleagues from the North American Nanohertz Observatory for Gravitational Waves, an international collaboration of astronomers and astrophysicists that he chairs, had discovered evidence for the effects of gravitational waves, which are ripples, no, listen closely, in the fabric of space-time produced in this case by a pair of spiraling, supermassive black holes that continually traverse our universe at the speed of light. Now that is some seriously heady stuff. But if it were easy to understand, well, then Professor Taylor and his colleagues would be out of jobs. But the implications of this research is enormous. And even perhaps more astounding is the methodology. To make this discovery, this international team of nearly 200 faculty from around the world, plus hundreds more of university staff, had to get together and agree to simultaneously point their giant radio telescopes at the sky. They then had to monitor these telescopes around the clock, that means 24 hours, and compare and collectively analyze the results for 15 years. They had to courageously commit themselves to this project, and even with uncertain results, proceeded at every step with utmost precision. Within our solar system, their mathematical predictions could not be off by 100 meters. That's less than a football field. But in outer space, this is because what they were doing, in fact, was working together to create a galaxy-sized field of measurement by which they could detect things about the larger universe from Earth. And the implications of this breakthrough include nothing else than eventually coming to better understand the origins of our entire universe. In terms of what this research means for our future, we could almost say the sky is the limit, but in fact the universe is. And this, of course, is why we need bold explorers like Professor Taylor. But beyond that, it is a statement about what we do, about what we do every day here at Vanderbilt. We are part of something bigger than ourselves. Sometimes it's shaping the future of a single student with the opportunity of a lifetime. And sometimes it's a discovery that expands our understanding of something vast. And even though the future may be uncertain, the way in which we proceed in the present, the collaboration and commitment to excellence that we deploy at every step never is. We can believe in what we do, and this, as Aristotle tells us, means that we're living our best possible lives as humans. When you choose to join Vanderbilt, you join the cause. You became part of a big, noble mission. It is an effort aimed at nothing else than changing the world for the better. We will continue to boldly pursue that mission together in the sesquicentennial year and far beyond. Together, we will build the great university of the 21st century, and in the process, we'll remind our critics of all the incredible things that a great university can uniquely do. Transforming the lives of thousands of students and their families, finding cures for the most awful of diseases, unlocking the secrets of the universe, That's what we do. That is what you do every minute, every hour, every day. Ours is a noble mission, and we pursue it together as one university, one community, one Vanderbilt. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Diermeier, for your inspiring vision, and to the team responsible for hosting this event. It's my honor to celebrate the unrivaled dedication, hard work, and success of the amazing Vanderbilt staff who make the incredible work of this university possible. In my role as a 2023-2024 President of the University Staff Advisory Council, I lead a group of more than 90 elected individuals who represent more than 4,000 full and part-time Vanderbilt University staff members. Together, we are the voice of Vanderbilt staff and are charged with the goal of making a difference in the lives of our staff members the same way they do for our campus. If you have any thoughts or suggestions for us, please visit vanderbilt.edu/USAC or email us at usac@vanderbilt.edu. After this event, USAC representatives will be mingling throughout the reception area with name tags. They look like this. We encourage you to talk to any of us representatives about ideas you have to make our campus a better place. Vanderbilt is a unique place where all can dare to grow. Though a university is three parts, students, faculty, and staff, we all play integral roles in upholding and fostering Vanderbilt's mission. Today, we have a student leader, Caleb Boyer, and Dr. Tamara Hoyt, Vice Chair of the Faculty Senate, to speak with us about the importance of staff members in our community. Dr. Hoyt, whom you will hear from shortly, is an Associate Professor of Clinical Radiology and Radiological Sciences. Dr. Hoyt is currently serving as Vice Chair of the Vanderbilt University Faculty Senate. She received both her undergraduate and medical degrees from Indiana University. After completing her diagnostic radiology residency at Indiana University, she completed her fellowship in women's imaging at Vanderbilt University and has been at Vanderbilt since 2007. Dr. Hoyt has a particular interest in women's health, dividing her clinical time between mammography and ultrasound imaging and associated procedures. But first, you will hear from Caleb Boyer. Caleb is a senior from Needham, Massachusetts, graduating in May with a degree in neuroscience. He is interested in the regenerative capabilities of the nervous system, and he has served as a representative of Vanderbilt student government and in various student leader capacities on campus. Please welcome Caleb Boyer.
Hello, everyone. My name is Caleb Boyer, and I'm a senior from Boston studying neuroscience in the College of Arts and Science. I want to begin by expressing my gratitude to all of the staff that I don't work with directly or interact with frequently. Your work makes my life and the lives of my fellow students so much better, and we appreciate all that you do. I've also had the privilege of working closely with many amazing staff members, particularly through my involvement in VSG's Campus Services Committee. This collaboration has been instrumental in initiatives such as the Free Menstrual Products Program, Free Printing Program, and the ongoing low-cost contraceptive vending machine initiative. It's a mouthful. Without the invaluable contributions of our wonderful staff, these programs would not have been as successful as they were. Take the Free Menstrual Products Program. Initially, our plan was to install 40 dispensers, but thanks to the unwavering support of Matthew Buckley, who was recently promoted to the Director of Campus Services, we've now installed over 180 dispensers. Clayton Arrington, Senior Director of Student Affairs, has also been an integral part of our committee's endeavors. We communicate frequently, and I once apologized for flooding his inbox with emails. He responded, "It's okay, I have a folder called Caleb, so I stay organized." Jokes aside, the reason I contact Clayton so much is because he's great at what he does. Beyond VSG, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the broad range of staff that I and my fellow students interact with every day. When I was invited to speak today, I knew that I wanted to include stories from myself and from my friends, so I posted an Instagram story asking people to share times that they'd been touched by staff. Here are just a few. A number of friends praised the constant efforts of the post office staff. My friend Scott singled out Johnny Tharp from Station B at the post office for his exceptional help in shipping out over 50 packages for the tour guides team. He said that Johnny was one of the most helpful and kind people he'd ever met. The special caring of our campus dining workers was also a popular theme. Wendy remembered when the Susie's Kitchen staff came out to greet her on the last day of her first year with a special mega breakfast wrap. She was deeply touched by this gesture. Sophie, who studied abroad, shared her experience of being welcomed back by Charlene McPherson, a cashier in Rand, who not only remembered her name, but also asked about her time in Spain. I myself had a touching moment with Vanessa Carver, who works in Rothschild. After not seeing her for 6 months, she greeted me with, "You better run in there. There's only a few cinnamon rolls left, and I know how you love them." That made my day. There are more staff members I'd like to mention. Kevin White from housekeeping, who always checks in on me, Angie Palmer from the pub, who never fails to say hello, Devin Anderson from Station B, whose beard always makes me smile, Kiva Griggs, it's like this long, it's crazy. Kiva Griggs from EBI, a master of giving compliments, Marjorie James and April Butler from Rand and local Java, my friends since my first year. The fact that so many of my friends eagerly share these stories underscores the main point that I want to emphasize today. Although I'm the only student speaking here, know that we, the student body, see and appreciate all that you do for us. I wish that we were better about communicating our appreciation in the day-to-day, but know we are grateful for all of your hard work. From housekeepers, to dining staff, to post office workers, to administrators, to everyone we don't see but know are working tirelessly behind the scenes, you make this school what it is. So on behalf of the entire student body, thank you. And now I'd like to welcome Dr. Tamara Hoyt to the podium.
Thank you for allowing me the opportunity today to share in this celebration with you. My name is Tamara Hoyt, and I am the Vice Chair of the Faculty Senate. I am a radiologist at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center. It is very evident how reliant we, as radiologists, are on our wonderful teams to be successful. I could not successfully execute my job without a whole host of people working together. My technologists and sonographers are obviously vital to my career, but it takes many more. It's also the patient representatives, the IT experts, the nurses, the administrative staff, the ancillary staff, and the cleaning crew that make everything run smoothly. As a radiologist, I interpret images, and I think of all of us as one large jigsaw puzzle. I see all of us as individual puzzle pieces that together complete the puzzle's image. If even one piece of that puzzle is missing, we are incomplete. The Vanderbilt University and Medical Center faculty truly appreciate the staff that work with us. You are irreplaceable. You each complete the puzzle. Vanderbilt functions because of you. Vanderbilt is successful because of you. Vanderbilt is a world-class institution because of you. Vanderbilt is complete because of you, each and every one of you. If even one of you are missing, the puzzle's picture would be incomplete. Again, I interpret images all day long. When I look out to you all, the image I see is a unique and wonderful tapestry. Not only do I see the threads of people that interconnect to make up this university, but I see their talents, expertise, and personalities that are the threads woven together to make this place so strong. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being here for the rest of us. After all, we are one Vanderbilt.
I didn't know if I was next because I didn't get an introduction. But I was like, I saw my name. I was like, oh yeah, I don't need one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, really, I was just kidding. I was just kidding, but thank you. I did not mean that. I was just teasing. Okay. And now it's awkward, and we're going to hurry up. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Candace Story-Lee. I'm the Vice Chancellor for Athletics and University Affairs and the Athletic Director. As we welcome the opportunities of a new academic year, it's a pleasure to be here with you as we celebrate our staff. I say staff, but coming from my background as a former Vanderbilt student athlete, the first word that actually comes to mind is team. I believe the highest praise that I can pay a colleague is to call them a great teammate. And that's certainly what I aspire to be as well. In athletics, everything we do reflects our commitment to teamwork as a blueprint for fostering competitive excellence and lifelong learning and growth. This past year, that blueprint helped our bowlers win their 3rd national championship. And helped the Vandy boys win another SEC championship. Among too many incredible moments to list in full across our 17 varsity sports. Such success begins with and is only possible because of the team that we're blessed to work alongside every day at this great university. I know there is no team I would rather be a part of, and no team I would rather anchor down with than this one. You helped us dare to grow, and I hope we return the favor. In fact, our collective ability to make each other better, our teamwork, and as Chancellor Diermeier said, our shared pride, that's what sets Vanderbilt apart. Across every area, including those staff working to build our newest division and prepare for our first ever Vice Chancellor of People, Culture, and Belonging, the spirit of radical collaboration defines our mission. It's where each of us shines. Now, speaking of those who shine, I'll be helping the Chancellor present our staff awards, honoring colleagues whose work over the last several months has been truly inspiring to us all. As Chancellor Diermeier announces our award winners, we'd like those who are here to please come to the stage for a photo and to receive your award. Chancellor Diermeier, if you're ready, we can begin with the award for community impact.
Well, thank you, Vice Chancellor Lee, who needs no introduction. We begin with the Community Impact Award, which recognizes staff members who represent Vanderbilt through community engagement, service, association leadership, or other outreach to create mutual understanding and strong relationships with those as members of our national community. This year, we have 2 winners of the Community Impact Award. First, I always want to have a drum roll here, but I'm like, I don't think I'm trying. We are recognizing the Bishop Joseph Johnson Black Cultural Center team. That's Valicia Bird, Richard Peel, Jackie Grant, and Roosevelt Noble. During the 2023 academic year, the Black Culture Center adopted a community partner, the Ida B. Wells Elementary School in Northeast Nashville. They committed to support the school in reaching their goals. To do this, they drew from the Vanderbilt community, coordinating more than 400 hours of volunteer service, 400 hours of volunteer service for the school. There was a uniform drive, greeters to welcome students on their first day of school. I gotta love that. A chemistry magic show. Chemistry magic show, always the best because you explode stuff. A new reading initiative, and more. Looking back at 2022-23, it was a very good year at Ida B. Wells Elementary, with an increase of 6% in literacy achievement, an increase of 12% in math achievement, a decrease of 11% in chronic absenteeism, and an increase in 8% in satisfactory attendance. The team at the Black Culture Center were invaluable partners in these achievements. This team is demonstrating that they and the entire Vanderbilt community are in it for the long haul as a partner committed to helping the students and families of Ida B. Wells Elementary School build a great future. Congratulations. Is that where you want us, or do you want us forward? We will get better at this picture taking, okay? This was our first try. Our second winner of the Community Impact Award is the team who helped make the Hoops and Hope project at Watkins Park a reality. This project was a collaboration between Vanderbilt and community and national partners. The core Vanderbilt team members being recognized are Donovan Sheffield, Martin Solomon, Lynn Maddox, Evan Cathy, Celeste Malone, Brian Freeman, Nick Hassler, Eric Sherrill, Ryan Dickerson. On June 15, the Hopes and Hope event celebrated the grand opening of a new community basketball court at Watkins Park in the North Nashville neighborhood. Watkins Park is about 1.6 miles from our campus, and it's across the street from storied Pearl High School, the alma mater of our trailblazing alum, Perry Wallace. Perry enrolled at Vanderbilt in 1966 and broke the color barrier in the SEC varsity basketball in 1967. The project highlights the legacy of Perry Wallace, honors the resilience of the North Nashville community, and supports wellness with a great place for the community to come together and play basketball. The court itself features a bright, colorful mural of Perry Wallace, which has the word hope right in the center. As Vice Chancellor Candace Lee said at the grand opening, the court brings together sports, the arts, and community around a message of hope. Congratulations to you all. This we need to work on, right? Everybody needs to squeeze in. How's that? That'll work, okay. All right. Told you we would get better. So, next is the Innovation Excellence Award, which goes to a staff member or a staff group or team for excellence and innovation demonstrated by implementing or attempting a new system or approach that has had a meaningful and significant impact on a process, program, or initiative at Vanderbilt. The winners of the Innovation Excellence Award are the members of the D3 team from the School of Nursing. I know we're not competitive, but the School of Nursing always has the loudest cheering section. Have you noticed? Diana Vasquez, Carrie Sennett, Clay Sturgeon, Candice McClure, Kara Blake, Taylor Ball, Kelly Croteau, and Red McDaniel. D3 stands for Design, Develop, and Deliver, which is exactly what this team does. They design, develop, and deliver high-quality instructional materials for the School of Nursing and their academic programs, including all formats, face-to-face, hybrid, and fully online. The environment at the School of Nursing is fast-paced. This team, which was formed just over a year ago, came together quickly. They identify needs, harnessed their strength, and mobilized resources to support the school's goal of transformational education for nurses. The team has created a collaborative and collegial process to develop approaches that engage learners and ultimately support our future nurses. A colleague noted, quote, "The efforts of the D3 team are impacting all the faculty and staff at the Vanderbilt University School of Nursing. It is a challenge to think what we would do without their support." Congratulations. How's that? All right. Beautiful. Next, we present the Leadership Excellence Award. This award recognizing staff members who empower, educate, and support Vanderbilt students and show outstanding commitment to the university's mission through strong, courageous leadership that builds partnerships, engagement, and trust. This year, we're presenting the award to 2 staff members. The first recipient of the Leadership Excellence Award is Beth Sims, Administrative Coordinator at the School of Nursing. According to her colleagues, Beth is a natural leader who inspires those around her. She's approachable, empathetic, and always willing to help. She mentors and supports junior staff members, and she fosters a positive and collaborative work environment. Beth also spearheads important diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives at the School of Nursing. She had helped to train more than 300 employees and 800 students on EDI tools such as Narrative 4, which uses storytelling to build empathy and understanding. Beth takes a proactive leadership approach to create an environment where people have meaningful discussions with each other, developing a deeper understanding of other perspectives, and building a more intellectually enriching environment. So she's also running Dialogue Vanderbilt, apparently. Congratulations, Beth. The second recipient of the Leadership Excellence Award is Bryn Sierra. All right, no, that beat the School of Nursing. Bryn is program manager for the Medical Scientist Training Program. When Bryn joined the program, the team was in the middle of a stressful time, preparing intensely for a National Institutes of Health site visit. And we know these can be stressful. Bryn jumped in without hesitation and quickly learned about her new job. Despite her short time in the role, during the NIH site visit, Bryn confidently and passionately described her role in the program and her mission to advocate for students. She genuinely cares about the MSTP student as future physician scientists and as people. She brings her skills as a listener, ally, learner, and teacher to every discussion and leads by being a role model. One of her colleagues commented, "We all have learned from Bryn. She's an ambassador for equality, compassion, and excellence. Congratulations, Brett. I saw that. Okay, so next I will present the Professional Excellence Award. This award recognizes a person, a team member who goes beyond specific job duties to support Vanderbilt's mission and success by demonstrating excellence, positively influencing the work environment, fostering collaboration, achieving goals, and overcoming obstacles. This year, the Professional Excellence Award goes to Scotty Glasgow. Scotty is Senior Training Coordinator for the Facilities Departments. His nominator says, "It's a new day," that was a quote, "it's a new day in the Facilities Department, in large part because of Scotty. The focus of Scotty's work is how to better engage employees and their talents. Here are a few of his many projects. He created a pre-board program to train and engage each new employee and make them feel at home. He oversees safety training and became OSHA certified to help keep the staff of more 500 in compliance with state and federal OSHA standards. He leads the Employee Appreciation Committee and is working on a comprehensive recognition program for 2024. And he leads the Facilities University program. This 6 weeks, hands-on experience teaches faculty and staff about the inner workings of the department, while providing some useful real-world knowledge as well. There's now a 9-month wait list for the course. And I think you also go down the tunnels at some point. I think that's part of it, right? Scotty never shies away from an idea that will help support Vanderbilt's people and its mission. He has influenced real cultural change within his department through an environment of acceptance, inclusion, and connection. Congratulations, Scotty. Our next award is the Research Excellence Award, which recognizes a STEM member whose support of research has made a significant impact on the process of discovery and the pursuit of knowledge at Vanderbilt. This year, we have 2 winners of the Research Excellence Award. Our first recipient is Alec Rodriguez, who is a Alec is a research assistant in the lab of Professor of Molecular Physiology and Biophysics, Alisa Hasty. Alec joined the Hasty Lab in the summer of 2019 and took on responsibility for the mouse colony, managing more than 200 cages of mice. As you may imagine, this is a big job that is crucial for the lab. Alec has embraced this opportunity to learn more about mouse husbandry, from feeding and weighing the mice, to genotyping and helping to coordinate complex mouse breeding schemes, okay? He has now become so proficient with this that he finds time to take on other tasks and enthusiastically offers to assist with whatever is needed to help his lab mates with their work. He also freely shares his grown-worthy dad jokes, adding to the energy and happiness of the group. Alec's lab colleagues say, Alex is always willing and excited to help push research forward in our lab. It is his selflessness and enthusiasm that help keep the Hasty Lab operating at full speed each day, and we are so grateful for him. Congratulations, Alec. Our second Research Excellence Award goes to Melissa Chambers and Scott Collier. They're co-directors of the Center for Structural Biology Cryo-Electron Microscopy Facility. That's just another word for super cold. Cryo-electron microscopy allows a specimen to be viewed at cryogenic temperatures under electron microscope. The cryo-EM facility at Vanderbilt supports researchers investigating crucial biological questions. The data collected advance our basic understanding of the mechanisms of human physiology, pathology, and disease therapeutics. As co-directors, Melissa and Scott have been integral to establishing the Vanderbilt Cryo-EM facility and supporting its growth to boost biomedical research here at Vanderbilt. They created a roadmap for the future of cryo-EM at Vanderbilt, provided scientific expertise to acquire the necessary equipment and instruments, and did the administrative work of establishing the business model, equipment rates, and billing system for this shared resource. Through their work, Scott and Melissa are supporting the ongoing scientific discoveries at Vanderbilt that ultimately will lead to improvements in human health. Congratulations. Our next award today is the Student Impact Award, which goes to staff members who, through access, resources, mentorship, or service, have had a positive impact on Vanderbilt students' quality of life, continued success at the university. Today, we're honoring two teams with the Student Impact Award. First, we recognize the Health Professions Advisory Office Team with Chris King, and Lauren Rains. We all know getting into medical school is hard. It can cause a lot of worry and uncertainty if your dream is a career in the medical profession. But the HPAO team lights the path for the students by guiding them through the application process, advising them on coursework, and helping them to explore medical professions by providing experiences in clinical settings. During the last academic year, this team of three had more than 2,000 student appointments in addition to designing programming and creating opportunities for students. With this team on their side, our students develop a thorough understanding of the process and become confident in their ability to achieve their dreams. The stats are impressive. In the last academic year, Vanderbilt student applicants had a first-time acceptance rate of 77%. And of the students accepted, more than 50% were accepted to top 30 ranked medical schools. But just as impressive are the expressions of gratitude from students. One student wrote, "You really do make our dreams come true. Congratulations." Our second Student Impact Award goes to Sebastian Laria and Valerie Schweitzer Robinson. They are with LAPOP. LAPOP is a survey research lab at Vanderbilt that studies opinion and behaviors in Latin America. Sebastian and Valerie are co-leaders of LAPOP's undergraduate research assistant program. Through many hours of planning and effort, Sebastian and Valerie transformed a run-of-the-mill research assistant program into a multifaceted program that is exciting and sought after. The cornerstones are mentoring, progressive skill building, and networking. Valerie and Sebastian have created a program that's student-centered rather than work-centered. Students are expected to work hard, but they can also expect to be included and treated as valued members of the research community. Undergraduate involvement in LAPOP has grown significantly under Valerie and Sebastian's leadership. The students who work with LAPOP develop skills for all their future endeavors and have an even better Vanderbilt experience. Congratulations. All right, grand finale. The final recognition is for the Dare to Grow Prize, which honors members of the Vanderbilt community who embody our Latin motto, Crescere Aude, which translates to Dare to Grow. These individuals have demonstrated agility and creative solutions in their work, adopting a Dare to Grow mentality. This year, the Dare to Grow Prize goes to the group comprising the core team leading the efforts to catalog, assign, address, and track the findings outlined in the Faculty Senate Task Force on Administrative Effectiveness. That was a mouthful. We have Brigitta Józefowski with the School of Engineering. Zara Zen-Kokodins with the College of Arts and Sciences. Magdalena Paszewska with the School of Engineering. Kristen Riggs with the School of Nursing. Joss Brewer with the College of Arts and Science. Eric Bymaster with Finance. Delana Robertson with Finance. And Jeff Luden with Data and Strategic Analytics. While there have been many, and I mean many, faculty and staff that have contributed to this enormous effort, these staff members stand apart in their leadership, hard work, and commitment to finding and implementing solutions to the observations raised in what we call affectionately the Taffy Report. The report, the result of a 2-year effort to investigate administrative burdens and their significant impact on the world of faculty, could not be solved by just one department. Thanks to the diligence of this group today, 92% of the observations have been resolved. Unbelievable. This is truly what I call radical collaboration. The interdisciplinary work of this team spanned conversations with staff, faculty, and administration. The effort was particularly unique in pairing administrative leadership with the research staff in the trenches, working side by side with faculty within the schools. This new level of engagement allowed for significant progress in understanding the needs of faculty and identifying and implementing solutions. The changes implemented by these groups will enable faculty and staff to focus on work supporting Vanderbilt's mission instead of dealing with administrative tasks. They include a grand closeout checklist, resulting in 80% reduction in closeout timing, a new RCT process to monitor purchasing and payroll errors on grant, developing new grants reporting and dashboards, creating new process for subject participants and cash payment, implementing numerous purchasing system enhancement, reducing the expense report types by 62%. I'm going to read you the whole 100. No, and more. This team and this effort show what we can accomplish when we come together with a common purpose to lift our community and our mission. Thank you all for daring to grow. Congratulations. That's the instruction. Congratulations to all of our award winners today. You make a difference for our community through your dedication, your passion, and your excellence. Thank you for all you do, and please join me in one more round of applause.
Please, one more round of applause for all the award recipients. For those present, we hope you will stay for a reception outside. Again, we encourage you to speak with USAC representatives about your ideas for making our campus a better place. We also want to remind you that the staff mentorship program Chancellor Diermeier mentioned is accepting applications through Wednesday, September 27th. We hope many of you will take advantage of this opportunity to be a mentor, a mentee, or both. Thank you so much again to all those who joined here in person and those watching at home. Have a great evening.